wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Richard. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. He's at the... Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to take it outside. It's Jordan. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run inside. It's Miller. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Churns into the pile. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. On the move, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Look out! Unloads in the nick of time.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, we saw earlier in the game after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to fire deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Hoosiers offense offense all set and ready to crank things up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, it's Beebe. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza.
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Sets his feet. It's Mayava. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an open.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Left side, it's Mosley. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Miller with the ball. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Power ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Might as well give it to him again. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Jordan. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give is to Miller. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Moving out to the right. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The Trojans come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To throw, it's Hoover. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. In traffic, it's Becker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's changing the play. Quick give. It's Beebe. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. Look out! To the house! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the return, it's Lockhart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moves the pocket. It's Mayava. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got his man out of the backfield. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snaps on fourth down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They get to the line quickly.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Makes a catch. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hits inside, it's Beebe. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. At the 35, he's got room. Right down the middle. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of this drive. Over the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to go up top on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Lets it fly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go back to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might as well run him again. He's got the first down, but he's going to need a lot more than that. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 12 team, the Clemson Tigers.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Going to the run to start this second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Beebe. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They're changing. The fake wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it.
Not a lot of room to field this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Straight ahead, it's Wormley. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll ride him again. Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the air, it's Mayava. Out wide left, it's Wormley. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Drops back on 1st down. Got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Trojans want to move quickly. From the gun. Got enough for the 1st down. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 2nd and long here. Pulls it on the option. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Alston. Here's a little room there. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
That's an interesting play call there because I think with the 3rd and long situation, a lot of people probably thought they were going to throw it. Instead, they handed off, and great job by the offensive line. And after that run, now they're set up in 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Swamped immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target, throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's Beebe. Nice move there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Turns it upfield. Crosses the 35. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He'll work his way down to the 28. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Rush right in his face. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now
wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. There he goes. The 50. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really...
And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Running inside. It's Wormley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the back. Stop right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Miller with the ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. In the red area, it's Miller. Can't get him to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Give to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The give on fourth down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Right back to the well. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Hand it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And, man, that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the 4th quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 2nd down to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Throws to the wideout. Has it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll go ahead and call a timeout here with 7 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.